Sunken's up at Jaedong's base, so he's going to be very, it looks like he's going to be prepared for this attack. He knows exactly now what's in the inside of his base, so that's fairly good play from those Mutalisks there. You can see him doing a little bit of damage on them with the harassment of the economy, a little bit of harassment of the Marines, and of course he's still trying to do something with these Mutalisks. Trying to keep every second he can keep. Look there, he took out another Marine, but oh, look, another contingent of Medica Marine comes in at the wrong time for those Mutalisks, and the last two of them will have to go off and confess their love for each other somewhere else because they're not going to be able to attack. Some 4 lurkers moving by themselves into the middle of the map. Maybe a whole position lurker. Okay, here we go, Queen's Nest. We're getting that. The third gas is up, and for Jaedong, that means hive time. Hive Tech really hasn't fared him so well so far, but he's very good with those Hive Tech units, as we've seen in past matches, especially with these late science vessels from all those, the science facility isn't even up yet. Double engineering bay, neither of which are upgraded. No, one of them's upgrading. They're probably both upgrading too. I'm probably just stupid and can't see on this small screen. But we have Scourge coming up to start to counter those science vessels. We have the Queen's Nest up, so the Hive should be morphing, and we see another lurker going to the gas that's being done. So, couple tanks, and wow, look at the size of that Medic Marine army coming out. He's even leaving back another large army, consisting of at least a dozen Marines at his entrance, and being wary of a counterattack here. Oh, look at this. We're going to see burrowed lurkers here, hoping that the Terran will come over them and really be able to maul them, but it looks like they're going to skirt wide of it, and that's unfortunate for Jaedong. He really wanted to do damage with those. He's only got 3 Sunkens back, but he's got 4 lurkers, and he's of course got those other 4 being ready to come in at any moment in a flank. One unlucky Marine learns why not to be the first Marine into the fight. Now those lurkers being repositioned to stop any attack on his expansion. I'll tell you what, fOrGG has a ton of units, especially considering he lost about 10 Marines early in the game, and a couple more due to harass. He has been macroing excellently, not expanding his infrastructure beyond what he can support. Whole position lurkers in there. They're going to be able to take out a couple of units, but they're going to be scanned and surrounded on all sides. So those 4 lurkers taken down, and now Jaedong's got to be in serious trouble here, because he is, in siege tanks, so these sunken colonies are going to be useless. He's in seriously bad shape here. We have more lurkers coming in to try to defend this base, but that lone Zergling, very brave, and takes out a fire bat for his efforts. But these tanks are really just going to be raining death upon these lurkers, upon these siege tanks. The Defiler Mount's not going to be up anywhere near in time to help. This is serious trouble for Jaedong. I wonder, he's got a thing in the back of his mind, did I really go down 3-0 to fOrGG, the Terran, in the MSL Finals? Not a Jaedong performance at all, but fOrGG's really come and taken it from him, I've got to say, with this excellent macro, and I've got to say, better than expected micro as well. These tanks moving in just out of range. That Scourge is going to take out. Yes, Scourge takes out the vessel. That's big. And here he comes in with the attack. He's got to use these comsats now. fOrGG is not going to defend here. He's going to go forward and attack. Here they come. The Medic Marines coming in, taking out these lurkers. They're being spread out nicely, but he's still losing a lot of them. A lot of tanks go down. A lot of Medic Marine goes down. And the final little dying gasp here from Jaedong to try to get this expansion going. More rallies coming in, a huge amount of units coming in for fOrGG. He's macroing like a monster, and this expansion looks like it's in serious trouble. All the sunken colonies going down, only 1, 2, 3 lurkers, 4 lurkers there to defend the base, and more units screaming across the screen. This could well be it, folks. I'll tell you what, this is going to be an intense final few minutes to the game, because we're going to see this Terran attack here settle in and really see if Jaedong's got enough magic to pull out of his sleeve to try to defend here. He's got another expansion up, but I don't think that's going to be paying dividends anytime soon. A lone lurker there trying to snipe off that medic, but that's not going to do anything. We have the siege tank just doing a little pounding away. We have more and more. Oh, look at that. A couple of Zerglings come in and trade for that tank. That's a good job by Jaedong. A couple sunken colonies being morphed in there at the back of the base. You can see by the placement of those things that they were not originally made in those positions. They are really frantic attempts to try to stop this attack. Look at these fire bats. He's putting in a lot of fire bats. He knows that Jaedong's going to have a whole lot of Zerglings. Here they come. Here we come. Here comes the Metarine army coming in, and they're playing down Zerglings as they come in. The sunken colonies are going to go down. Of course, not in big enough numbers to try to deter this attack. We have the Tamps coming in the background. Here comes the Defiler. We're going to need to see the Dark Swarm, and the Dark Swarm is finally out in the field for Jaedong. And I tell you what, that kind of saved him, because if that attack had continued through, it would have been a problem. And then look at that. They missed it, but there was great Zergling flank as they came in from the bases up front and took out a fair portion of that Metarine army. Zergling blood everywhere, but they did, it looks like what they needed to do. As long as he has that Defiler still, I'm not sure if he has it, because the vessel's been away. He might still have that Defiler, and if he does, Dark Swarm might be able to do another similar thing to this. Meanwhile, yes, he does have a Defiler, but fOrGG is undeterred. And look at the massive amount of Fire Bats being pumped in to counter this Dark Swarm, and Zergling, very good thinking by fOrGG to produce all these Fire Bats. Some drones now being pulled. This is going to be the last stand. Hatchery goes down. The Dark Swarm's right there at the ramp, and that's over. GG. Jaedong has lost 3-0. He looks really depressed there, but wow, we got to be talking right now about fOrGG, the Terran player who came in and just wiped the floor with the number 1 Zerg, Jaedong. He's sitting there, he's like, oh yes, I believe I did win. Very, very good, and very good indeed. Wow, what a performance, I gotta say. That is something. We saw a 3-0 sweep of one type with the all-in strategies from July Zerg in the OSL, and we saw a 3-0 sweep with great mid-game and macro from fOrGG. And there you go. fOrGG is going to be your MSL winning tournament player. Never, of course, his ID name. And perhaps people thought he would never win this series, but I'll tell you what, he did, and did it convincingly. He's going to be after somebody that you're going to have to watch for now. I'm definitely going to be looking at his videos in a different, like, wow, look at his suit. I'm sorry to comment on it, but the guy on the left there had like a silver suit, very shiny, appeared to be made of pure metal. So Jaedong, of course, looking a little moody there. I am going to get going. This has been MrWinklesSC. Great job for finding this game. Great job for watching it. Great job to the players for playing in it. And great job to you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, and I will see you at the next StarCraft game. See ya.